Welcome everyone, this is Kata here and our 14 days Myofascial Yin Yoga challenge to reset our energies, our bodies, our mind, our emotions for spring. This is day 4. I hope you're doing well and I hope that you've been joining the practices so far. Let's see where it takes us. Today we will again work to boost a little bit the kidney energy. So we will nourish the kidneys and we will just release any negativity, any toxins and any fears and stresses that may reduce our vitality, that may drain our energy, and that may actually maybe deroot us from the direction that actually within ourselves we want to take. Right? When we enter spring, actually is the moment to connect to that deep instinctual vital force inside and let ourselves be moved by that into new directions, new ways of expressing ourselves, new ways of experiencing ourselves, and then also new things that we will add to this world to enrich it. If we have a lot of fears and stress in our system, we may choose things that are just safe, right? Or maybe seemingly safe, right? With the illusion of safety. We may choose things based on a more defensive way of living life versus a very affirming and positive, joy-centered and enthusiastic way. So we will clear all that channel, and hopefully with that we will contribute to your well-being. So let's start in a sitting position. Any kind of sitting position that is good for you, where you can relax, release, and just soften for a moment. If you want, you can close your eyes. And just spend a little moment with yourself, sensing and feeling your body. What can you soften more? What muscles can you release and relax more? Is there any area that you are tensing up even though you don't need it right now? And then feeling the ground underneath your body. And then slowly starting to feel the breath as it comes in through the nose. And with the exhalation, how it slides out through the nose. And opening ourselves up to crystal clear energy, really pure vitality. With every inhalation, breathing that in. And with every exhalation, just letting everything go that we don't need right now. And according to the Chinese system, they say that with the breath we are breathing in heavenly qi, energy from the heavens, from spirit. And with the exhalation, we have the beautiful capacity to release everything that is outdated, that doesn't serve us anymore, or simply what is not ours, or what we don't need right now. So let's just have the last 3 breaths here. Nice, long, deep, full yogic breath. Exploring the capacity of our lungs and then exploring our ability to let go, maybe even throughout your mouth. And let's just have the last one. And a nice long full exhale throughout your mouth. And then from here, slowly, if you want, you can have a little move, a tiny little fluid move for our spine. As we will work with the spine, we will work with the kidney area, maybe a little circling with the upper body, maybe for your neck, wherever you feel a little rigidity. And then from here, slowly we will have our balls. You could use, again, the tennis balls, you could use the cork ball, you could use the spiky balls. I got the question from a lady who joined the challenge where to get these balls, because tennis ball was a bit challenging for her. On our website you could get some. You can get some on Amazon. Our website is www.riseandshineyogaschool.com, and there's a little web shop, and there you can have a set of these cork ones, which includes also this peanut shape, not banana, peanut shape, and then 2 other balls plus a plastic one. So you could check those, or as I said, maybe in some sports shops or Amazon. So if you have something like this peanut shape, you could use that one, as we will place it next to the spine, so it massages on both sides next to the spine. Actually, we will try to get 2 fingers width away from the spine, right to the side, around your waistline. So that's, and then we will try to put this one underneath. But if you don't have that type, you can also just use 2 balls that have the same shape and then put them next to the spine. We never put the ball under the spine, always next to it, about 2 fingers width away. Yeah. So if you don't have any of the balls, you can still use a block and place it under the same area. So we will continue with the bridge, and we will just put this little peanut there. If you want, you can take your arms above your head, and then you decide, right, for the beginning, how much weight you put on that area. Maybe you keep partially some of the weight on your feet, and just gently put some weight on the balls. You could also just explore where to slide, right? If you find a more sensitive spot, that could be something to work on. But also, if it's too sensitive, you can put like a little towel or a thicker sweater under the balls, or actually even your own hands, right? Your own fists, to kind of press those points.
could be working as well. Right, so the points that are next to the spine, 2 fingers width apart, and then actually around the waistline where it's the skinniest. And then just have a couple of breaths here. When you find that spot and you can release a little bit into it, remember not too strongly. Have just a couple of deep breaths. And you can also just very, very slowly move a little bit the balls or slide over them very, very slowly, right? It's not about moving very quickly over the fascia. That doesn't really reach the fascia, the quick move. The gentle but yet still solid pressure that doesn't move too quickly is the one that can really help to release this lower back area. So the last few breaths here. Try to soften into any sensation with your breath. And then eventually we can get these balls out or your peanut shape out. And then very slowly you can just drop your back onto the ground. You can relax your arms and for a moment just feel the sensations. And then from here we will just put a block or a pillow or a bolster under the sacrum. And we will go into the supported bridge. You choose your own height. Then eventually just stretch the legs out. And you can also take your arms above your head. And this time you can bring your awareness to the front side of the body as we stretch that frontal line. With every inhale, receiving, and with every exhalation, softening. And then just have the last 3 breaths here. Explore all the space you have for your breath. And then very slowly you can start to bring one knee up and then the other knee up. And then either removing the block, or if you want, you can kind of maybe move it a little bit more forward. So only the edge of the block or your pillow is underneath the sacrum. So your knees are coming a little closer towards your chest, inclining a little bit the pelvis. And if you can, then you can reach to get your feet for a happy baby. And if you remember, we did the kidney 1 point already, I think in the first practice, right? This is the point which is under the second toe, under the ball of the foot. If you can touch that here and press onto it, that would be great. If it's too far away, don't worry. You could just press also the inner knee point, right? As you have your knee coming, and maybe you are able to only get your knees, then try to press really in this corner as you compress your knee, right? There is a little angle, there's a little corner, and try to press just that point. It's also for the deeper release of the kidney and then the deep front line of the fascia. So just calmly breathing here, release shoulders, relax your face, release your jaw. And remember, you could do this with the block or without. I lately started to really love the little support for the happy baby that actually tilts my pelvis more close towards me and gives a bit more intense stretch. And also lighter on the arms. With every inhale, opening up to receive. And with every exhalation, softening. Notice again what is changing as we stay here longer. Is there any area where you feel a release? Is there anywhere where you feel a flow of energy or warmth? And let's just stay here for 3 more breaths. And with a nice long full exhale, you can release it all. Release your feet, your legs. This time we can take the block out. And we can just shake a little bit our legs. And if you feel like, you can also just gently stroke or massage the back of your legs. Shaking the arms. And then slowly release yourself into a little Shavasana. Calmly breathing through the nose. allowing all the energy to naturally flow and allowing yourself to be the one that receives. And then slowly we can start to move a little bit our toes, our fingers. Take a nice long deep inhale here. And then a full exhale, maybe through your mouth. This is a great one to do after a long day. It's a really nice one to do before going to bed, or any time when you feel like you need a little reset of your energy. And gently we can roll onto our side. And from there, slowly coming up into sitting. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Imagine that with every inhalation, you're breathing in positive vital energy that fills you up from your roots all the way up to the top. And then slowly we can just take both of our hands together in front of the heart. And thank you so much for joining day 4. I hope to see you tomorrow. Feel free to ask me any questions or share any feedback. I would love to hear from your experiences, how you experience your energy levels, your mind, your nervous system as we progress. And yes, feels great to share all this with you all. Namaste.